is Rayburn. This is Lily.
Hi.
We are Lilyburn Travel, and today we're on a little mountain above Inle Lake in Myanmar / Burma. Over in that direction is Nyong Shui, where we're staying, and there's the lake. Insane view up here. Whoa! Crappy camera work. Insane view up here. I think hardly anybody ever comes up here. Foreigners. There's a monk living in that little house over there. Old monk. He asked if we need water. He doesn't speak English. Here's a pagoda. Down there is a nut shrine, because it's like a spirit, like a force spirit, and it's kind of interesting. They still kind of worship Buddhism and animism or nature spirits at the same time. We learned that from our guide, taking a trek, 3-day trek. Anyway, what we're here for today is travel tips. We got some travel tips for Myanmar. I'm going to do an English version, and then Lily's going to do a Chinese version, 2 separate videos. And I got notes, so forgive me if I'm looking at the notes, but let's get started. Number 1, plan ahead. Book ahead, you know, mostly in Burma. It's not like Thailand or Vietnam, where most of the towns have like a clear central backpacker area and you can just show up and kind of browse different guest houses really fast and find one. We found that most of the towns are more spread out in terms of where the hotels are. I mean, a couple places like Kalaw you could probably show up, but mostly you should plan ahead. We couldn't go to Pa'an because it was all booked. I mean, we kind of went there on the scooter, but we wanted to stay there and we couldn't. So from there, we kind of learned to book ahead. We've been using Agoda, and it's been pretty good. We had one bad hotel though, so do read the reviews, read carefully. Even Agoda, it had great reviews, so you can't always trust them. Dress appropriately would be number 2. Lily was wearing like her t-shirt, but since the monks over here, we've covered up. You know, the monks are not supposed to kind of feel desire, so women have to, you know, it's women who have to change, right? Yes. But anyway, when you go in the pagoda, you gotta take off your shoes, you gotta take off your socks. Men even should cover your knees, so guys, if you like to wear shorts, try to get some that go under your knees for that. I wrapped a towel around myself a few times, and that worked out. But girls, you know, if you go to the pagoda and you're wearing like short shorts, they won't let you in. So definitely, you know, make sure you've got something. Number 3, get a SIM card. We got a company called MPT, but since we got up here, we found out that Telenor is a little bit better for like the more isolated areas. So
depends.
But overall, it's been great. It's had like 3G, 4G connection most of the time, and it's been fine. And we've used it a ton. Yeah. And it was cheap, like $7 for 4 gigabytes for a month. So that's worked out really well. Oh well, I guess I should have put this with the dressing, but a tip is that when you do take off your shoes and socks, you can carry them with you. So you might want to bring a little plastic grocery bag. Bring a plastic grocery bag if you're planning to go to the pagoda and you don't want to leave your shoes. And sometimes the entrance and the exit are in different places, so you want to find that out first, and you don't want to have to like walk all the way back around somewhere without your shoes. So bring a plastic bag and then put them in your backpack. Number 5, the buses are freezing. Even if you're coming in the summer, be prepared for freezing air conditioning in the bus. Lily got sick in the first week on our first bus ride because of the freezing cold bus. And the AC inside of like some places, especially in like Yangon, can be freezing. So be prepared to have warm clothes, a jacket, and especially on the bus, like socks, everything, it's going to get cold. Number 6, we've found that the country and the smaller towns have been way better than the big cities. Mandalay especially, it was like big letdown, kind of like 2 days there was like, yeah. So definitely I would say plan to go to the countryside more than the city. And ignore the new capital, Nya Pitao or something. It's the new one they just built. Don't go there, nobody lives there. Total waste of your time. We didn't go there, but some Danish guys we met spent 4 days there, and they were like, oh, it's the biggest waste of time. So yeah, the countryside, smaller towns, way better. And since we've come to Shan State and the hills, we found the hills too to be better than the lowlands. I mean, the weather's cooler, the streets are a little less dusty and cleaner, the dogs are healthier. It's just nice. And the food's been better since we got to Shan State too.
Yummy.
Number 7, the street food is so-so. Speaking of the food, in Indonesia, travel tips, we said eat all the street food, it's amazing. In Burma, so-so. I think we found that the tourist restaurants have really been better than the kind of local kitchens that we've tried. If you're going to do the local kitchen, look for one that's very crowded or ask your hotel maybe. You can save money on street food, but yeah, it's been so-so.
Yeah.
So look for the kind of lower priced tourist restaurant, I think. Number 8, getting around. The trains are pretty difficult to take. You have to really plan ahead if you want to do the train, because you have to be in the same city 3 days in advance of your train, and you can't book a ticket from another train station. You have to be in the train station you want. So it's hard to take the train, and they don't always run on time. So we've done buses the whole way, but the buses are not that comfortable. There's no sleepers. We can lay down like Vietnam or something, fully lay down and sleep. You know, they're not that great and they're cold. So maybe try, if I came back, I would say try to do short hops. Instead of a big long 12-hour bus ride, try to hop a little bit to different places and get out for a day, spend one night, and then take another bus or something. Switching paper, number 9. One thing that's great here is that water is pretty much free. We've bought 1 bottle of water since we've been here, and then we realized we didn't need to buy it. We could have. But anyway, they offer free water in big water jugs in so many places, even along the side of the highway, and it's totally clean and trustworthy. So yeah, you can plan on not buying any water and just keep a plastic bottle with you and keep refilling it. Number 10, bring a strong hat. It's very sunny, as you can see today. Number 11, watch out for dry skin when you do get to the hills and come up that way. It gets pretty dry up here, so bring some lotion, some aloe, whatever you need. And number 12, bargaining. Prices here are mostly fair. In Yangon and then Malamine, we never had to bargain for the taxi. They gave us the exact fair price, low price right from the start, and they never tried to cheat us. I mean, you do always ask first, make sure that you're not getting cheated, but overall the prices are a bit fair. You don't have to bargain, they're not going to maybe a little bit over for the tourist price, but it's not going to be totally ripping you off. It's a little bit more fair here, and it's pretty nice. Overall, you don't have to bargain super hard. And also, if you say no to the taxi guy one time and they'll leave you alone, it's not like they keep hounding you like some places. A couple specific travel tips for certain locations. We're in Inle Lake now, and if you do come to, this is Inle Lake and Bagan are pretty much the 2 most touristy places, so we're gonna give travel tips for those. Inle Lake tour. So the tour is great. Takes you all around the lake. You can see almost everything there is on the lake in one day. But the lake is going to stop at all these shops, fabric shop, silver shop. Don't buy there. Wait till later when you get to the temple. There's going to be tons of shops. For example, we went to the fabric shop.
If you're saying this right now, you are killing their business.
I'm killing the people who are price gouging, okay? They deserve to be killed, okay? You can buy from the regular people who aren't relying on the tourists are getting, shoveled in here every day.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, when you get to the temple, where are you going? You gotta stay in camera, girl. Anyway, it was the fabric shop. They are making it's amazing. They're making the fabric from lotus, and they got lotus, silk, and cotton. And their cheapest one was $50, and later you go to the temple and that same one is starting at $7, $6. So I mean, it's ridiculous. And their 100% lotus is $300, and you go later and it's $40. I mean, so don't shop at that kind of first thing. Hey, I'm giving good advice. And if you go on that Inle Lake boat tour, dress warm. It gets cold. on the boat.
Yeah.
And one nice tip is to bring some snacks to throw to the gulls, the freshwater white birds, white gulls, and they'll come diving down and eat your snacks that you're throwing in the air. It's pretty fun. And tips for Bagan. One thing that was really nice is we just walked down to the water. We got a private little tour on a boat from the fishing village guy for only $10,000, which is like $7-8. They do have like more tour boats, but we just walked down and got a really cheap ride there. That was great. And for sunrise, everybody gets up early for sunrise. And we went to the temple called Buleti, which is very popular. So popular that there were like 200 people on the temple by the end. It was ridiculous. It was so annoying. And then like buses are coming and cars are coming all morning. It just totally ruined the mood. And so try really get up early and go like somewhere way more isolated in Bagan. There are some really isolated temples. You'll have a way better sunrise than if you go to one of like the popular ones. I mean, it was just packed with people, and people kept arriving the entire time, and it was annoying really by the end. So oh, and if you do rent that e-bike, well, everybody rents an e-bike in Bagan. Watch out for the battery. Keep an eye on the battery. Our battery ran out. We had to wait like 30 minutes for the hotel to come pick us up, so that was kind of annoying. So those are our travel tips for Burma / Myanmar. I think I didn't leave anything out this time. I'll give you guys one last sweeping view of where we are. I didn't say the what?
The trekking.
Oh, yes. Our favorite part of our whole trip here was the trek from Kalaw to Inle Lake. We did the 2 nights, 3 days. Amazing. I'll write more about it on the website on my blog, and you can read who we chose.
Yeah.
But that was the best part, and we love Kalaw. That was our favorite place yet. Okay, here comes your last sweeping view. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.